Hi, I'm Hima Bekele.
And I'm Hassan Bekele.
And this is Informative,
where you get the latest news through a child's perspective.
On today's episode, we talk about perspective.
You might be wondering, what is perspective, and it is even real?
We wanted to know the same thing, so we did some research and discovered some interesting experiments that show perspective.
And we're going to try them today.
So our first segment, literature.
We have all heard of the classic fairy tales.
Snow White, Little Red Riding Hood,
Goldilocks, Hansel and Gretel.
There's one key pattern with every fairy tale, and that's the fact that there's a villain.
And these villains always lose because, well, this is a fairy tale.
All of these stories are told by the view of the protagonist.
But today we look through the antagonist's eyes. So let's get started.
The story we'll be analyzing today is Little Red Riding Hood.
So in this story, the big bad wolf that we all feared as children is the main antagonist. But we found a book called Honestly, Little Red Riding Hood That Was Rotten that told and explained the wolf's actions.
In this version, the wolf is hungry and smells an apple cake. Of course, he doesn't get to eat a cake every day in the middle of a forest, so he follows the smell. Can you blame him?
He ends up eating the granny and the girl, who's very full of herself because there was no other food to eat. The book asks readers to think about what would have happened if it was apple season.
Well, he probably would have eaten. He wouldn't have to eat. Well, he probably wouldn't have to eat her because there would have been fruit to eat.
Definitely. So this second version of Little Red Riding Hood proves perspective because this version tells us what was going on in the wolf side of things.
Now let's cross the bridge to reality and talk about perspective in everyday conversations. This is one of the main reasons arguments and disputes happen, so let's get right into it.
We're going to play and act out a conversation between me and Heyman.
We will play the same conversation 3 times.
First without any thoughts, then with my thoughts, and lastly with Heyman's thoughts. Hi, good morning.
Hey.
It's great weather, perfect for me to play catch with my dogs.
Oh, that seems fun. Sorry, I have to go.
Okay, bye.
Okay, now Hasset's thoughts.
Hi, good morning.
Hey.
Why does he seem so down? It's great weather, perfect for me to play catch with my dogs.
Oh, that seems fun. Sorry, I have to go.
Really? We were having a conversation. Okay, bye. And finally, Heyman's thoughts. Hi, good morning.
I'm not really in the mood to talk to you right now. Hey.
It's great weather, perfect for me to play catch with my dogs.
I miss my dogs. If only she didn't get sick. Oh, that seems fun. Sorry, I have to go.
Okay, bye.
Why doesn't she understand? Hasset, on one hand, was really happy.
But Heyman was thinking about his sick dog.
Also, take note on how, in both perspectives, the same thing happened, but they had completely different reactions.
I just couldn't take Heyman's signal that he didn't want to talk.
Yeah, and earlier, we briefly mentioned that this can cause arguments, and in this scenario, both me and Hasset were not very happy with each other.
Maybe if people could learn to step in each other's shoes, there would be much more peace in the world.
Now on to our final topic, crime. We've all heard of the criminals in the news, but have we ever taken what they did into consideration?
An example is the Graham versus Connor case.
And we're going to read you the case straight off the Supreme Justice page.
Graham, a diabetic, asked his friend Barry to drive him to a convenience store to purchase orange juice to counteract the onset of an insulin reaction. Upon entering the store and seeing the number of people ahead of him, Graham hurried out and asked Barry to drive him to a friend's house instead. Respondent Connor, a city police officer, became suspicious after seeing Graham hastily enter and leave the store, followed Barry's car, and made an investigative stop, ordering the pair to wait while he found out what had happened in the store. He ended up arresting Graham.
The officer saw a man running from a store and getting into the car.
And if we look through Graham's perspective, he was just trying to get some juice, and the line was too long, so he went out, got into a friend's car, and drove off.
This is such a great way to show perspective because the cop didn't know the full story and just guessed that they were robbing the store.
Well, yeah, exactly. So that's it for today's episode of Informative.
If you enjoyed, be sure to check out our website and send us a recommendation of what you think would make Informative better.
Thanks for tuning in. Bye. Resources included Mayon, Supreme Justa, and more on our website.